Picture this. Friday night, the living room lights are dimmed, and you are about to kick off a movie marathon. But instead of relying on those tinny flat-panel TV speakers, explosions actually rumble right across the floorboards. That is the exact vibe Amazon is going for with this bundled-up home cinema setup. At its core, you get a pair of graphite smart speakers paired with a high-end streaming stick, designed to turn a standard living room into a pretty convincing makeshift cinema without the tangled mess of traditional receiver wires. Now, what stands out right away when unpacking the audio gear is the sheer density. These aren't just your average cylindrical voice assistants. The newer generation managed to trim down the physical footprint by roughly 40% compared to the older giants, which makes finding a spot for them on an entertainment center or bookshelf way easier. They still carry a decent heft in the hand though, sitting heavy and solid on their rubberized bases so they never rattle, even when pushing heavy bass lines at higher volumes. Setting the whole thing up is surprisingly painless. Plug the streaming stick into the back of the television, power up the sound units, and let the Alexa app do the heavy lifting of pairing everything together into a cohesive wireless surround zone. Dolby Atmos handling is where this Duke really earns its keep. Dialogue comes through crisp and punchy, cutting cleanly through complex background scores, while spatial audio adds a surprising sense of height. When a thunderstorm rolls across the screen, it genuinely sounds like it is passing overhead rather than just blasting out of a box in front of you. Of course, it is not entirely flawless. While the streaming side of things loads apps in a flash thanks to a beefed-up processor, synchronizing wireless audio for movies can occasionally require a tiny bit of manual tweaking in the settings to get lip sync just right. Plus, while two speakers create a fantastic stereo and spatial illusion, hardcore audiophiles might still miss the dedicated rear satellites of a traditional wired surround system. The neat part, though, is how modular the whole concept is. If the initial setup leaves you wanting an even bigger wall of sound, the system scales right up. You can throw up to 3 more compatible speakers into the mix later on to push the boundaries even further. So yeah, if you want massive cinematic audio without drilling holes or running 100-foot cables under the rug, this bundle makes a pretty compelling case for itself.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.